Hello and welcome to Lightwaves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon to miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Sofirn model number SP10S. This is a single AA powered flashlight. Got it from Amazon for a total of $19.99, and here it is. No frills box, kind of a basic box, but that's okay. This company is known for quality. Every time I get one of their flashlights, I'm very impressed, and this one is probably one of the best AA powered flashlights I have found. So here we are, little thing on the back. So again, take everything out of the box, see what we get in there. First thing we get a carry lanyard and 2 extra O-rings. Nice to see that. We get a join Facebook, Sofirn deals groups. Grab super deals, win free items. All right, win free items. How do we do that? There it is, facebook.com, Sofirn Light. And there you go. So, cool. Next, the user manual. We're going to spend a little time here. There is the flashlight with all the features. Of course, we'll go over those. A little bit of information there. This is the chart. I'm just going to kind of hold it right there nice and steady. You guys can pause that if you want to know any information, because they're showing different runtimes with different types of batteries. You got 14500 and you got AA nickel metal hydride batteries. I'm going to cover most of this while we do the pictures in the garage, so stay tuned for that. But there you go. This opens up. It's a multi-language. Let's just get to the English parts of it. So I'm going to bring it up here. Specification, I'll talk about those. Okay, got weights and sizes, circuit protection. Okay, this is just for posterity. In case you lose your manual, you'll have it here forever. That's the best part. And I think this is going into operation. Okay, so they're talking about different batteries. They actually recommend the 14500 cell as being the best battery for this light. And that's how I'm going to demo this light with the 14500 cell. All right, so that's the manual. Pretty simple, straightforward. Okay, the light comes in this like plastic blister. I took it out ahead of time because that makes a lot of noise pulling this out. So there we are. So the flashlight, the Sofirn SP10S. I really like this light a lot. And I have a few AA powered flashlights. This one just, knocks it out of the park. Let's go and lower this down here. We'll do a little dimensions. We have a length of 3.5 inches. And we have a diameter of 3/4 of an inch. Millimeters, we have 88 millimeters in length and 20 millimeters in diameter. Weight, this is a little over an ounce, and it weighs 38 grams without the battery. So it's very lightweight, a nice everyday carry light. You can see how it fits on my hand. I don't have huge hands, so this is a great size flashlight. I'm really digging it. So let's go ahead and do a little size comparison. I brought out some of my favorite AA's. I'm going to bring this back up a little bit. My first one is one of the first AA powered flashlights, single AA powered flashlights I bought was a ThruNite T10-2. This is a neutral white with a magnetic base, which is really nice. This does not have a magnetic base. That's okay. Sometimes it gets in the way, and sometimes it's a nice feature. On this particular light, I do like that feature. This does come with a clip. I just didn't attach it. Next, we have the Luma Top Tool 2.0, another great AA powered flashlight. Now keep in mind, the flashlights I'm showing next to the Sofirn can also be powered by 14500 cells as well. I think max brightness they get is around 600 to 650 lumens. This middle one gets 800 lumens. Now that's not a huge difference. Typically you won't see that difference, but just thought I'd tell you how that is. All right, so I'll bring these out a little bit and then we'll throw in some. I have the 14500 cell we're going to use. Got Orbtronic protected cell, which does fit the light perfectly fine. And then we have a standard AA envelope. There you go. And then one last size comparator before we go over features. We have two more. We have the 18650 cell to give you an idea. A lot of people like to see that as a standard flat top Panasonic. This is the B version. And I think that's like 3400 rated. Nice. And then of course we have Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He loves Sofirns from China land. Yeah, Iron Man. I'll be using him as my display. So there you go. Nice to have the cards handy. So let's go over features. Bringing it back downtown. Yeah, there's a lot of features here. So get prepared. Front of the flashlight, it has a toughened glass lens with an anti-reflective coating. You can see that as I move it, it's kind of got a purplish hue to it. Looking deep in there, you can see that there's an orange peel reflector, so you get a nice broad edge beam. You still get a little bit of a spot beam too, which is a nice thing to have. Down in there, the emitter, that LED, is a Samsung LH351D. It's rated at CRI of 90, so color rendering index of 90, which is fantastic. So if you're doing inspection work where color matters, it's a great light. It's rated at 5,000 Kelvin temperature. Cool. The body is your typical 6061 military grade aluminum, or aerospace grade aluminum, excuse me, with the military grade Type 3 hard anodized finish. It's all marketing, but it's pretty much 6061 aluminum with the Type 3 anodized finish. Sweet setup. Let's see what else I got to talk about here. I got an order here because I don't want to miss anything. The switch is metal, as you can see. I really like that. I think that's a really neat feature. Having a metal switch just adds a nice little sign of quality, a nice click to it. So that actually actuates quite a few modes, 6 modes. This flashlight has a turbo mode, a high mode, a medium, a low, an eco, and a strobe mode. Pretty amazing. So you double click for strobe, you double click for turbo, triple click for strobe, and then there's even a lockout feature where you quadruple click that, and I'll show that to you in action, and I'll do a lockout feature, locking the flashlight out as you carry it, so you don't turn it on in your pocket, and that wouldn't be a good thing, especially if you turn on in turbo. So it does remember last setting. That's an interesting thing. If you're using the 14500 cell, this remembers last setting. If you're using a standard Eneloop rechargeable, the lower voltage, it's only going to remember, it's only going to start at low, always on low. So if you actually like the idea of running this light on low settings like low, eco, this is actually the best pairing, better than the 14500 cell. You put the Eneloop in here, it always start out in eco or low mode, and off you go. That's the way, if you really like the low light situation. Some people do. But if you want to remember last setting, you got to use the 14500 cell, this guy right here. Keep that handy. All right, so that's quite a bit. There's quite a bit there with that switch. It's pretty neat. So let's go ahead. There's a clip here. Standard. Looks like steel clip. I don't think it's stainless. It could be stainless. They didn't say in the paperwork. Just a guess, it probably is. We have a nice knurled finish here and a back, which is not magnetic. Has a spot for the lanyard right there. And of course, this unscrews. One thing I like about these Sofirn lights is they're built to last. When you see this, it's amazing. Look at the thickness of that body on that thing. It's amazing how thick the aluminum is. Now, I've opened up some of these and it's really super thin. This just gives me the sign it's going to last. So we're going to put this battery in. Drop that in there. And get ready for some demoing. We're going to go to the garage here in a moment. But I just want to talk about a couple more things before we go to the garage. There's a low power mode with this. So as an indicator, when you're running the 14500 cell, the high stops working when voltage drops around 3.3 volts. The light blinks 3 times per minute when it's lower than 3 volts. So this will give you an idea that your battery is needs to be charged. When using a standard Eneloop battery like this, the light just goes off. So that's its indicator that it's done. Probably because it's less than 0.9 volts and it just stops. So that's typical with these. So I think I covered a lot of that there, making sure I got everything. I believe it's the IPX8 rated, of course, for 2 meter resistance. Typical for most of these type of flashlights. Nice waterproof rating. And no drop resistance. If it is, it's probably like a meter and a half. I don't tend to try to drop my lights on purpose because I like the way they look. So let's go to the garage and give you some information and show you how powerful this little everyday carry light is. All right, let's head to the garage. Okay, first picture. Yes, I'm 15 feet away from a garage door. The light is on turbo. This is a 14500 cell in there. This is 800 lumens. They give an estimated runtime of 37 minutes, though after 3 minutes it does throttle down. They also give it a 92 meter throw. If you're running a normal AA battery, a nickel metal hydride, you get 255 lumens on turbo, 51 minute runtime, and 65 meter throw. This next picture, where flashlight's on high, I'm still using the 14500 cell. We have 310 lumens. This will run 2 hours and 11 minutes with 57 meter throw. If I was to have my Eneloop in there, it'd give me 120 lumens on this mode and 2 hours and 12 minutes and a 38 meter throw. Things start to get a little interesting as we get lower down. This next picture, medium, running the 14500 cell, I got 80 lumens. 9 hours and 36 minutes. That's actually a really good runtime. A 29 meter throw. If you're running an Eneloop, you're at 55 lumens, 8 hours and 45 minutes, and 25 meter throw. So now we're starting to get close to the same characteristics for power and usage between the two battery types. When we get to low, it really shows. On low, with the 14500 cell, as you can see in this picture, it's 13 lumens. It'll run 46 hours and 21 minutes, and it has 11 meter throw. Very useful at this level. If you put a standard Eneloop in, you're going to get 8 lumens for 55 hours and 35 minutes, and a 9 meter throw. So you're actually going to get a little less lumen, but probably not up to notice, but an extra 10 hours of runtime, which is amazing. And now going to the last picture, the Eco Mode. Yes, you can barely make it out. This is with the 14500 cell. It's a half a lumen. I can barely make out that garage door. This will run 277 hours with the 14500, and it's a 2 meter throw. If you put the Eneloop in there, you'll get the same 0.5 lumens, but it'll run 284 hours with the same throw. So there you go. A lot of information there. Hopefully it all makes sense there. Let's go back to the table. So yeah, this light rocks if you're running an Eneloop on low power modes. But if you want more than just low power, definitely get the 14500 cells. I'll put a link below to those 14500 cells. You can pick up different brands. Orbtronics a good one. Olight sells one. I believe a few other companies, and it'll fit most of them because it's quite enough room in there for those protected cells. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to do a little demo. Let's see. I think I'm going to we'll grab the Luma Top because it's got, I think, a cooler light to it. This is more of a high CRI, more of a warmer light, neutral. I think this is more of a blue light, so we'll see how that works out. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to click this on. Oh yeah, I haven't showed you the modes yet. Let's show you the modes real quick. So, okay, let's remember last setting. So we're going to go through the modes. So right now that's low. This is the half lumen. Okay, barely can see that. And then we got your low and medium, high, double tap for turbo. Now it's on turbo, 800 lumens. I can feel it heating my hand up. Long press off. Okay, it's a long press off. I know some people like the short press, but long press off on this. And then it has the triple click. I got your strobe. And then you can see it's strobing fast and goes to slow strobe. Okay. Turn it off. And then to do lockout, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 flashes confirms lockout mode. So if you try to turn on the light, it's telling you it's locked out by flashing. So to get out of that, you got to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it goes on last setting. Very nice. So I want to cycle. We'll start out in low. Turn the lights off and we'll do a little demo and we'll final thoughts. As you can tell, I really like this light. It's amazing. 19 bucks. It's pretty cool. All right. So here we are. We are on low. And this is your, I forget the lumen, 13 lumens. It's not a bad setup. I'm going to have the Luma Top Tool 2.0. And this has a clicky. Turn that on. I think that's on low. And I'm just going to kind of bring them in. So the tool is in my left hand. There's a tool. Bring them in together. You see color difference. Of course, the Sofirn here has a more warmer characteristic, as you can see, and a slightly broader beam. There you go. You can kind of see, just doing the color difference here. I think a card is off center. You guys are probably like, what the heck, todderbert? Get that centered. Yeah, bring them in quick because my camera tends to want to color balance. So if you bring it in quick, it can't adjust fast. So there you go. Okay, that gives you an idea. So let's go ahead and I'm going to turn off the tool. And I really like that light too. It's a good one. And I'm going to stand this up and point this to the ceiling. I'm going to cycle the modes. So right now we're on low, medium, high. We're going to go turbo. Now we're 800 lumens. Now 800 lumens off the top of my ceiling here. It's lighting the entire room up really nice. So I'm going to go back down to low. That was last setting. Okay, that's low. That's their half lumen. Very usable if you're looking at a map or you want to read a small paper book at night. This will run. Did I give the hours on that? 270. Yeah, let me look real quick. 277 hours. Can you imagine that? It's amazing. Just days and days and days. That's if it was just left on. It's not just turning it on and off. So I love it. That's like the best one. And of course, we can cycle through. Yeah, it's a little too, my camera's adjusting for the brightness, but there you go. So we'll go ahead and turn the lights back on, and we'll do final thoughts. on the Sofirn SP10S. Yes, you can get this on Prime shipping, which is great. Loving that. Turn that off. So yeah, Invincible Iron Man. I love that. I always put that handy there. So yeah, I mean, you got choices out there. I don't know if they have the Through Night 2 still. Sometimes they'll come in and out of stock, but the Luma Top Tool is a really good light. You can see the difference in quality. The Luma Top, you tend to get a little bit better product there, I think. It just seems like a more quality make. But as far as durability goes, the Sofirn has more metal to it. It's a little bit of bulkier look, but definitely more metal. When I say more metal, I'll show you. When I pulled that tail cap off and I was all excited about it, I'll show you this light here. This was running the 14500 cell also. So if you take off these tail caps, take the batteries out, you can see the differences in thickness. And that's where this light really shines. You know the Sofirn is going to outlast probably this tool. So there you go. The tool. It's a tool. But oh, do you see that? I mean, it's just an amazing difference. Was that twice the thickness? Almost, geez, it's amazing. So the gauge they use, it's just, you know that's going to be a light that's going to last the longest. So go ahead and put that there. So yeah, with all those modes, those 6 modes, having a turbo at 800 lumens, I mean, that's something that's really neat to have if you need it in an emergency. You do have the strobe, which is handy, and it's in a special feature. You gotta click it 3 times to get it. That's actually nice. It's out of the way. It's never gonna, get in the way when you're doing it. You got the eco mode, which I love. Something about the eco modes and those low power modes where they run for like 12 days. It's just absolutely amazing. Just a good quality build. Pretty happy with this. So definitely gets a recommended buy. Like I said, links below for you guys. And if you guys like to support the channel, feel free to use them. Like I said, if I can find good batteries like these, I'll put links to them. If not, you can get them, I think, at their website. This is a Panasonic Sanyo battery, I believe, with the Japanese circuitry. You invest a little bit of money in a quality battery and it'll last a long time. So, but I'll definitely have links below for that. So there it is, the Sofirn SP10S. Hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun making it. It's a little longer than normal because there's a lot of features, and I had fun with this flashlight. It's one of my favorites. I think it is one of my... I'm going to get the Through Night Archer, the AA version, the smaller one, and give it a go and see if it bests this one or not. And we'll kind of have a little shootout. But I'm feeling this is one of my favorites so far for AA powered. So there you are. 2, if you like the brand Sofirn, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'll look for more. I know they got some 18650 cell powered ones, and they're rocking, so we'll get those. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the SP10S down there. Let me know what you think. Do you have this one? Do you like this better than some of the ones I showed you? Do you have another one out there that says, hey, todderbert, check out this model number, blah, 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 Nightcore? Just let me know. I'll check it out, because I like this. Is like the perfect size. I mean, yeah, you can everyday carry 18650s, but this AA, especially with these high-powered lithiums, they really rock. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.